So here I have an, excuse me, an object is pulled along the ground by exerting a force of 20 pounds on a rope that makes a 10-degree angle with the ground. How much work is being done to drag the object 30 feet? So important concept from physics, work is equal to the force that you apply times the distance it's applied. Pretty straightforward. Right? So I pull on something. If I just pull on like, oh, I didn't do much work, right? But if I keep pulling, I'm doing more and more work, right? It's harder. That's the idea of work. So let's draw this situation. So we got, let's say our ground level is here, green ground. And then we got an object that weighs 20 pounds. Maybe it's just a box. And then we're going to attach a rope to that object. Say we attach it right here. And we're going to pull so that the angle we make is 10 degrees. So I'm going to pull in this direction right there, but I'm not pulling parallel to the ground. I'm pulling at a 10-degree angle. So I'm really pulling that way right there. All right. And oops, I lied about the object weighs 20 pounds. That's the force I'm exerting on it. So if that force is moving it, then I am breaking the friction, right? Which has to do with three things. It has to do with the material of this object, the weight of this object, the material of the ground right there, and then gravity plays into that too. So the 20 pounds is not there. The 20 pounds is the force I'm exerting. So that's that direction, and I'm doing it at this 10-degree angle parallel to the ground I'm sitting on. How much work is being done to drag the object 30 feet? So then I want to pull that for 30 feet. Now, if I was pulling directly parallel to the ground, it would just be 20 times 30, and I'm done. Problem, I'm not pulling directly to the ground. So what I need is the projection of my pull onto the ground. So I need to know what part of what I'm pulling at that angle is actually going that way, because part of what I'm doing is pulling the object up off the ground a little bit because I have an angle there. I'm not parallel to the ground. Now, that's pretty straightforward in this case because I'm saying the ground is flat here in my situation, but it could be at an angle. It doesn't really matter. And that right there is just going to be that radius here, that length, 20, times the cosine of the angle that I've made, 10 degrees. So this right here is the force I'm exerting in the direction of the ground. So force, whoa, how about that force in direction of ground? In direction parallel to ground. Okay, so this is the part of that 20 pounds that's actually going in the direction of the ground that I really want to move this object. So that's my force, 20 times the cosine of 10 degrees. That is pounds, and then I'm dragging it for 30 feet. And if I take this amount of force in pounds times that distance in feet, then I get a measurement of work in foot-pounds. Other type of measurement for work is Newton meters in the metric system. And so we just whip out that multiplication right there. Make sure your calculator's in degree mode, and you got it.